Let's see what Eric Bieniemy had to say about it.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's listen to him, and you tell me what you think.
My job is to address. If there's something that they may have an issue with, please, let's discuss this. Here's the reason why I felt a certain way. Here's why I said it. Now, okay, I put it back on the player. And you got to understand, we're in a grown man's business. We're in a grown man's world. My job is to make sure that I'm doing the best possible job of over-communicating clarity. I take a tremendous amount of pride in that. They also know when I'm getting on them, ain't nothing personal. What's personal is that I want us to win. I expect that particular player to be great at all times. I expect the effort to be a standard that's accepted by all of us. So when you're not reaching that, it's my job to address it. So sometimes they may like the highlights and the praise, but sometimes they may not like it. And I'm perfectly fine with that, because that's my job. Because if I ain't doing my job, my ass get fired. So it's my job and my responsibility to make sure that I'm getting our guys to do what I expect them to do.
Vera, I'm gonna put something out there that some people probably not gonna like. They're not gonna be happy. What I'm gonna say. I may get some pushback.
I got one too.
I'm gonna say it though.
Okay.
Let's play around with Vera.
A lot of these young guys, they do struggle with certain things, and a lot of you also got to take for where they've been. I mean, guys coming from certain programs are used to it. Guys come from other programs aren't as much. So, us as a coach, I kind of have to assimilate and get a feel for everybody. Eric has an approach, and it's the way he does things, and he's not going to change. And because he believes in it, Jack has his approach. Having been a head coach, I think Jack has a tendency to try and figure guys out a little bit more, as opposed to, hey, this is it, this is the way it's going to be, that type of stuff. Where Eric hasn't had that experience yet.
And just that when they came to you, it was just they felt like Eric was riding them too hard, or?
Well, they just were a little concerned.
Okay, so you want to go with your point first?
Well, yeah, I was thinking, one of the things that Eric Bieniemy was talking about when he was talking about being adults. So don't run to the coach. Talk to me. I mean, don't run to the head coach. Just come tell me how you feel.
Right.
That's
right.
immature.
Very much so. I'm going to go into give me a couple minutes on this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we've had former NBA coaches on our show, and we've had football coaches on our show, and the comment by Ron Rivera made me think about this and looking at the backdrop of Eric Bieniemy. People that look like me,
mm-hmm.
that play in the NBA or play in the NFL, they are A-OK with a head coach or a coach coming down hard on them if they're white.
Mm.
The issue they have sometimes is when the head coach or their position coach look like them, they have pushback on that. And I thought that's interesting. Not my words, words from NBA head coaches,
yes,
and NFL head coaches. And you saw the difference, even how Ron Rivera said about Jack Del Rio, who's a white defense coordinator,
mm-hmm.
versus Eric Bieniemy, who's a black offense coordinator. Just the difference. He didn't say what I said, but it made me think about that. What the hell is up with that?
Right.
Just something to think about. I mean, don't come at me. I'm just telling you what some professionals tell, and I believe it 110%.
Absolutely.
And maybe it's how we grew up. I don't know, our culture. I have no idea. But he ain't gonna talk to me that way. Yeah, but if it's Nick Saban, you good with it. If it's Bill Belichick, you good with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I
unconscious bias.
And that's exactly right. And I would love to get your feedback on it. I'm gonna post this on YouTube and Facebook or whatever. If you want to call 919-890-6200, I'll be shocked if somebody call. But about this topic, but I would love to get your opinion about it. Pam, is that over the top?
I agree. No,
okay.
That's why I said I think it's unconscious bias can be either way.
Yep.
On either side, but I think that plays a big part.
And
of
do
it.
you agree that it's